Today we will talk about this very interesting topic, how to stand up after failure and how to do this step by step. The first point, accept your failure, accept your emotions. Because I'm sure if you had a failure, right now you feel so many strange emotions like sadness, anger. I mean, they are very normal, but strange for you at this moment. You feel anger, you feel sadness, you feel frustrated, you feel sometimes fear about the future. But it's very normal in this moment. You have to just accept these emotions and use them in your advantage. Never use them on other people. Never tell other people how angry you are. Never throw some items into them like some people do. Just accept them and use them to do something which you always wanted to do, like clean your whole house or something that you always just were too lazy to do that. Now it's the best moment because you have so much energy because of these negative emotions, and don't let just waste them. I'm sure you are angry, but this is when you need to do these hard stuffs which you always wanted to do but just didn't yet. The next point is to change your perspective. I've recently watched some podcast with a guy who was a former member of Navy SEAL, some officer of the American Navy, and he said that there is no other real failure than death. That all other things which we consider as failure are just a moment when we regroup our powers, change the strategy, change our life perspective, but they are not a real failure. The only real failure is death. And with this mindset, you can easily think, wow, what a stupid. What if I, for example, lost my leg, lost my arm? Be honest with yourself. It rather didn't happen to you. It's like 1 in 100 billion cases. So right now, any other failure is just clearly psychological, and you have to change your mindset into this way that everything what happened is just to think and to notice that this strategy which we had right now didn't clearly work. So we have to change strategy, change our plans, and change the perspective how we look into life. The only real failure is death. The next point is analyze, but look at your failure as a big project, not your personal problem. You have to think that you are completely not included into that and look from the perspective of the other person. Because in this way you can really analyze what was wrong. Maybe it wasn't in all your fault. We people who are into self-improvement, we often use this strategy that yes, everything what happens is is only because of me. It's only my success and it's only my failure. But if you read more books about, for example, investing, for example, some business models, success biographies of successful people, you can easily notice that luck is actually a big thing. And unluck is actually a big thing too. So look at this project from the perspective of the other person, and I'm sure you will notice something which you didn't notice before. And in this way, even though it might be completely problem of luck or problem of bad circumstances, you can find a solution which will at least help you to neutralize this bad circumstances or just use them in your advantage. Next point is to create your own plan, but be brutally honest with that. Take pencil, take a paper, and just write down everything what you need to do next. It can be just to create some new project, find some new goal, create some new path of life if your failure is permanent, but it can also be a strategy to fix your old failure and just repair this in the way that it would never happen. You shouldn't do it at first because firstly your emotions will be too strong to even handle that, but as the emotions will go a little bit more light and more available to handle with them, you can think what you need to do next, what you need to do in the next days, in this day, in next week to eliminate your failure or to just focus on completely new goal which will completely make you forget about your old failure. Last but not least, care about your mental and your physical health. I know everybody tells you this, like to go walk, go do some sports, sleep, eat healthy and things like that, but let's see it in the specific scientific way. When you sleep, your cortisol level goes down. When you go outside, you go into the nature, go into forest, whatever, your cortisol level also goes down. When you do some sports like biking, whatever which you like, your cortisol level also goes down. So basically anything which is considered as healthy, like made to clear your head, clear your brain, is healthy for you, and it can lower your cortisol in the level that the worry which you feel now about your failure, about your past actions, will just disappear or will be just reduced significantly. And also when you walk in the nature, walk into forest, like bike, and you do this especially without any music and any extra technology, you can think about the solution, and in your head the solution of this problem will automatically appear alone. This is how our brain works, that when we are relaxed, the new thinking paths are created and you can think about some creative solution which will really work.